Hi everyone, today I Shashvat going to present my literature and individual course individual project on the J.K. Rowling's famous book Very Good Lives. So now let's have a glimpse on the author. Now, as we all know that J.K. Rowling is a very famous best-selling novelist and a philanthropist for a famous Harry Potter series. In this book, she described her experience at the Harvard commencement speech of her life. She shared her life lessons, his failures, and how he found success by fight backing in his tough times. She emphasizes the importance of empathy and imagination in creating a better world and appreciating the failure and recognizing the power of imagination. Now, why I choose this book? I choose to read Very Good Lives because it expands my inspiring Harvard commencement speech and offers valuable insights from a well known author. And it is also relatable personal reflection on her life experiences. The book actually provides me an practical evidence and inspiration for those who are seeking a fulfilling life or basically wants to find a true meaning in their particular life. Now comes the introduction, or basically the summary. Now, The Very Good Lives by J.K. Rowling is basically a non fiction book that chronicles the author's experiences as a student and the life lessons she learned from them. It is a book that reflects author's own experiences and offer advices on how to live a fulfilling life. And as we know, it is based on the Harvard commencement speech, which was delivered in 2008. And the major themes are of the fear and imagination. In this, Rowling actually echoes the philosophy of Stoics. She pleads with the audience to avoid the pitfalls of privilege and use their human capacity of imagination to make a life for themselves. That really matters. Now comes the central themes. The first theme is failure and resilience. Failure and resilience. Uh, the value of failure and setbacks in shaping our lives and character. The book actually argues that failure is not a negative experience, but rather an opportunity to learn and grow. Rowling suggests that we should embrace failure and view it as a stepping stone towards success. Here is a line that I have mentioned from the book which he has shared. It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. So it's quite a very popular quote from this particular book. The first theme is failure and resilience. The second central theme is imagination and empathy. And the importance of imagination in developing empathy and understanding of others is actually emphasized. It says that we should use the power of imagination to help us empathize with others and understand their struggles so that we can use our imagination to create a better world by imagining ourselves in others people's shoes. And here's the quote which I mentioned, that imagination, from the book itself, that imagination is not only the uniquely human capacity to envision that which is not, and therefore the front of all invention and innovation. In its arguable most transformative and relatively capacity, it is the power that enables us to empathize with human whose experience we have never shared. The first theme is failure and resilience. Now, the third theme is responsibility and accountability. Rowling stresses the importance of taking responsibility for one's action and working towards making a positive impact on the world. The book promotes the idea that every individual has a responsibility to recognize and address the problem of the world. And here we have the quote from the book that proves this, that we do not need magic to change the world, right? We carry all the powers we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine. The first theme is failure and resilience. Better. Now, the fourth theme and the last theme of this book is courage and character. The book emphasizes the perseverance and determination in achieving success. Rowling actually suggests us that we should not give up on our dreams even in the face of obstacles and setbacks, and help us to recognize the importance of having courage and developing a strong character to stand up for what they believe in and what to maintain their integrity even in the face of challenges. And here's the line that which is mentioned in the book in support of this, that the knowledge that you have emerged wiser and stronger from setbacks means that you are, even after, secure in your ability to survive. The first theme is failure and resilience. So now comes the symbolism. So, so basically there are four symbolisms that are being used. First is of the bird. The role in this book, the Rowling used the image of a bird as a symbol of hope and of freedom. And here's the quote that supports this all, that we do not need magic to transform the world, but we need all the power which is required is within ourselves only. The second symbol is of the mirror. Another symbol in the book of the mirror actually represents the self-reflection and retrospection. And here's the quote that supports this, that the knowledge that we have emerged wiser and stronger from setbacks means that you are, even after, secure in your ability to survive. Now, the third symbol is the labyrinth. Rowling used it as an image of a labyrinth to symbolize the journey of a life. He also used the symbol of a labyrinth as a ship. And here's the quote that supports it. We touch other people's life simply by existing, right? Simply by existing, we can put effect in other person's journey of the life. The fourth is the light. And the Rowling used this to show the symbol of hope and guidance throughout the book. Now, there's a broadly symbolism percentages that I have found, that of the labyrinth, bird, light, and the mirror, which are roughly 25, 30%, 20, and 25%. Now we talk about some of the famous quotes by J.K. Rowling, and this is the most famous quote that I personally like. That our qualifications as CV are not something that because of which our life matters. It matters, but the personal happiness is lies is lying something beyond that. It is not in our qualifications. It is not our CV. So he actually said that personal happiness lies in knowing that life is not a checklist of achievements, of qualification, or of a CV, right? So here's the second quote. And it actually talks about the power of imagine ourselves and to cope up with all the issues that we actually face. And here's a third quote that the knowledge that we have emerged wiser and stronger from setback means that you are, even after secure inner ability to survive. So here are the five literary devices that I found in this book: metaphors, personification, illusions, repetition, and anaphora. Now here comes the conclusion. In conclusion, Very Good Lives by J.K. Rowling is a powerful and inspiring book that offers practical advices on how to live a fulfilling life through her experiences and insight. Rowling actually suggests the importance of embracing failure, using imagination, practicing empathy, and taking action to make a positive impact in the world. The book themes are conveyed through the issue of literary devices such as metaphors and imagery, as well as symbols of the owl and the mirror. Overall, Very Good Lives is a valuable read for anyone seeking guidance on how to navigate life challenges and making a meaningful differences in the world. Thank you for your patience.